Hey Aries, welcome to your next 3 months ahead reading. Thank you so much for tuning in here today. Let's take a look at April, May, and June. I hope you're enjoying your Aries season as I film this reading. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday, Aries. Let's hop right in here. April, May, June for the sign of Aries. April, May, and June. Interesting. World card at the bottom of the deck. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. This is the underlying theme for the next 3 months. So angel here in April. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. So this could be a time where you're seeing a lot of signs, synchronicities. You could feel a deeper connection with your guides or angel presences. I also feel like there's this aura of protection around you and your endeavors, your relationships, your connections, your home. You could be going deeper into your spirituality. Come to think of it, Neptune went into your sign, Aries. So this is going to take you on a journey with spirituality. We haven't experienced Neptune in Aries as a collective. So what's to unfold will be quite unique. In May, we have beware. Okay. Be careful who you trust at this time. Interesting. June, unicorn, success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are available to you if you just believe. So let's open up this reading here. Aries. April. The Fool. Interesting. This is definitely a new beginning. Definitely new energy that we're working with. Neptune and Aries. Venus, Mercury going direct. Mars finally getting out of Cancer, moving into Leo. You can start to feel the energies are less dense. And it's easier to move forward. It's easier to make decisions. You also might be called to take a leap of faith. You might be called to start something new here. The Fool card is, we have 0. This is a blank canvas. So you could have angel guides sort of nudging you, or there's some sort of messenger from spirit here, Page of Swords. You have a strong connection to the divine. So trust your intuition, trust your instincts. Now we have the Beware card. So once again, this is the reason for wanting to trust your intuition, your instincts on people, places, opportunities. If you get a bad feeling off the bat, just trust it. It's not about not giving people a chance, but it's about honoring what your gut has to say first and not getting committed into any one thing that you don't necessarily trust off the bat. Take your time to discern. Okay, you have the Chariot. This is intuition. This is Cancer energy. Take your time before signing contracts, before committing to someone in a relationship. If you're single, Aries, just take your time. Take your time. Chariot. There's this notion of purpose here. There's this notion of being guided as well. And I feel like I want to read the Beware card to see if there's any more insights here. Okay. So that's interesting. This card also warns you of taking too many risks. So with the Fool card, maybe looking before you leap, or I guess once more, just take your time. Take your time with discernment before you sign any contracts. Also avoid excessive alcohol, drugs, and food intake, as these could lead to dependence or weight gain. This card also says you could be in danger of taking too many risks, so be careful in your financial and personal life. Take care not to become involved with someone who zaps your confidence in any way. It will only cause you heartache in the long term. Listen to your intuition and be on guard for those trying to con you or those who do not have your best interest at heart. This card can also indicate temptation, so avoid adultery no matter how tempting it may be. Don't mistake false flattery or lust for love, as it could end badly. Try to see people for who they are. Avoid putting someone on a pedestal and being disappointed when the reality does not match your dream. Jealous friendships could surface, and a Judas or smiling assassin could cause you grief. It is best to let go of these toxic friendships as soon as possible. So that's another interesting thing. Neptune being such a higher octave energy, but it's got both light and shadow energies, as do all of the planets and energy signatures. Neptune can also bring, rose-colored glasses, right? So it's a very tricky energy because on the one hand, you want to be open to life and experiences, but on the other hand, there is this element of caution here and discernment. There's a fine balance here, and you kind of have to trust your intuition with that balance, with how much you're open to how much you are cautious and discern, if that makes sense. No one is inherently good or inherently bad, but it's like you want to make sure that you give yourself enough time to see if there is red flags. Green flags would be wonderful too. But just in case there are some red flags with a person or situation, you want to give it enough time to be able to even see them. Okay? This happens a lot in relationships and falling in love. When we fall in love at first sight, and commit to someone who slowly starts to reveal their red flags, it could almost put us in harmful, dangerous situations, especially if it moves too fast, especially if you move in with this person or they move in with you. So that can all be avoided if you take your time. Okay, let's move to the Unicorn card, number 33, angel number as well. You have 2 and 3. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are available if you just believe. So what is this referring to, Spirit? Because on the one hand, we're getting caution. On the one hand, we're getting discernment here. And then we also have this element of believing in what you don't see here. Maybe trusting what you don't see. Maybe seeing beyond what the eye can see. Open up this Unicorn card for Aries. For Aries' highest good. Page of Pentacles. So I feel like this has to do with your stability, your goals, your aspirations in life. Page of Pentacles. I think you're going to start to see growth here in June. And because you haven't rushed something, because you're not trying to get there in a way that could be potentially a red flag or, a quick get rich quick scheme, I think there's a lot of potential here in June to build real sustainable growth, success, hope, freedom. Let me sort of open my heart more to this energy. Anything else here for Aries? There's something beautiful here in June, nonetheless. Like there's just something divine. Help me see and put into words what this is for Aries, beloved spirit. Page of Swords. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Page of Swords to me is a messenger, and the way that sword is pointed to the cosmos, it feels like a messenger of the divine, spirit guide, angel, which you do have. You're going to have this real deep connection to spirit. This could be revealing an opportunity somewhere. And maybe I feel like this is a vision for only you to have, not necessarily for me to put into words. So you're going to feel what this is. You're going to know what this is if this message is for you. There'll be this inkling, this nudge. Something starts to make sense. You're going to see the opportunity. If you don't see it, you're going to create it. Page of Pentacles. So in career and money, selecting the unicorn may see you climb the highest mountain, snare the job you had your eyes on, or simply receive a pay rise. Some people may start new careers or be offered 2 jobs. With the flowing positivity of this card, anything can happen. You just have to believe. So the plus side of the ethereal and our spirituality and believing in magic and our ability to manifest, this is the positive side. It's not necessarily seeing a circumstance with rose-colored glasses, but believing so deeply in your potential here that growth just becomes inevitable. We have the flowers growing here and here. This is all signs of growth. I see there's definitely this growth of career or money coming in or security. So I suppose this is for you to experience. Maybe you can comment below what this is for you or what your goals are. And what happens here in June for you. Underlying theme, World card. This is for the next 3 months. Sort of an underlying theme here. This card represents a time of completion and achievement. You have probably just completed a major life cycle and are ready for the next level. Although you have endured major hardships, perhaps some heartache, you are stronger, wiser, and more confident now. This is a fulfilling time on many levels, as past efforts are well rewarded. You will be broadening your horizons and living life to the full. Travel is a standout and many trips are indicated. The world is your oyster. March on to splendid victories. I see money increasing. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Now is an outstanding time for money. Inheritances, investments, and properties will all go particularly well and see an increase in your collateral. It is also an excellent time to branch out in business and see rewards for past efforts. So Aries, if you are experiencing increase, this can attract people of all kinds, good, bad, the ugly. So being discerning, especially if people come up who want to manage your money or your finances, make sure they're vetted, trusted. Always trust your intuition though, right? Let's say you are a property investor and someone comes along who's very successful, looks like they know what they're talking about, all of a sudden wants to get you to sell your properties and invest in the stock market. Maybe the stock market is not your thing. It's like trust. In one hand, trust what you know and find opportunities to grow from there. Okay? And if you're exploring new arenas or industries, just make sure you're not seeing something with rose-colored glasses here, or not being conned into something. Okay. Because otherwise money is looking good. Opportunities coming up for you. And I think you're going to appreciate this. Okay, let's open up April. We have power, source, energy coming through. That's what that angelic protection can provide, is this sense of protection, this sense of being able to walk through the fire, face challenges head on. You can really come to know your strength here. We have May. Let's look deeper into May. We have stillness. Chariot is typically an energy of motion and flow and forward movement, but I feel like the stillness it's not like life stops. It's not like you just stay in bed all day and stop moving and stop going for goals and aspirations and stop trying. It's not an energy of hiding. Stillness is sort of self-preservation. Stillness can mean discernment. Stillness can mean taking the time you need to read a situation, to discern through a situation before you commit. I feel like if we all did this more often, we could avoid very tricky situations in life. Okay? Stillness. It's not a no, it's not a rejection, it's not stagnancy. It's power. With power comes wisdom. In June here, you're definitely connecting to a higher realm. I do feel like this Neptune in Aries has a big role in this and will continue to have a role for you in your connection to spirit, into the higher realms. With this wisdom card, it says, things are not as they seem. Look beneath the surface in your life. For example, you might feel that you aren't making progress on a particular project, yet beneath the surface, things are happening. Or you might be going through a stormy cycle. This card is letting you know that even though the surface of your life might be a bit rocky or wobbly, in a deeper place, all is well and serenity and peace are emerging. Things that may seem challenging will later be revealed to have been beneficial. So Page of Pentacles, not undermining the progress that you do see, no matter how big, no matter how small. Taking it into consideration that there is movement, that there is progress. You are seeing signs. You are experiencing an increase somewhere, or there is some sort of movement, okay? So don't undermine your successes. So, Aries, I'm called to leave it on this note for now. I'll be back with more readings where we'll dive in deeper to more intimate energy surrounding you and your environment. Subscribe to the channel to stay connected. If you want a personal reading, you can book me on my website. The link is in the description box below. I love you, Aries. Take care.